Nesting has finally released in Path of Titans. In this video, we'll be going over everything nesting, from where you should build, to what bonuses you get, to what happens if your nest is destroyed. And if you have any nesting questions that aren't answered in this video, please let me know in the comments and I'll give you the best answer I've got. So starting off, what exactly is nesting in Path of Titans? In short, nesting is a new system that allows hatchling dinos to spawn out in the world instead of in the tutorial cave. There are a host of benefits that come along with this, including bonus growth and other buffs. Before we get started, it is important to know that there is a quest for building your first nest on each dino, which rewards you with lots of marks and XP. So if you need to regrow or get marks quickly, the first time nesting quest could come in handy. So how exactly do you build a nest? To access nesting, you need to be at least sub-adult. To place your nest, simply open up the game menu and select Build Nest. The following screen will display the resources needed for constructing your nest. It is important to keep in mind that different species of dinos will require different nesting materials in order to build their nest, so a good nesting spot for one dino species may not be the best for another. You'll be able to see the resources required to build your nest and how abundant they are nearby in the nest construction mode. If you're planning on raising hatchlings, I'd recommend placing your nest in a more secluded or hidden spot with nesting resources nearby. Once you've placed your nest, you'll be able to interact with it. You'll be automatically prompted with the tutorial, but we'll go over it anyway because it leaves out some information. These bars represent the overall condition and stored resources of the nest. You can donate food and water to your nest, which your offspring can then consume directly from the nest. It is important to note that donated food and water draw directly from your stats, so you will drain yourself of food and water when you do this. You can't donate food or water to your nest if your own food or water are below half of their max amounts. So this next part is a little misleading. I don't know if this is bugged, but right now, as soon as you finish constructing your nest, it will produce baby slots even if you haven't stored any food or water at it. Baby slots allow you to invite other players to become your offspring. It is important to note that you can only send baby invites to dinos of the same species as you. We'll talk more about this process later. Adoption invites differ from baby invites for a few reasons. The first one is seen here on screen. Adopted dinos can be juvenile. They don't have to be brand new hatchlings. Quick editor's note. You cannot adopt adolescent dinos, as Alderon's nesting video would lead you to believe. The in-game tutorial is correct here. Only juvie dinos can be adopted. And second, adopted dinos don't have to be the same species as the parent, only the same diet. So any herbivore can adopt any other herbivore as long as the adoptee is still a juvie, and the same goes for carnivores. You can place decorations around your nest. We'll talk more about decoration strategies later. Purchased decorations will return to storage if your nest is destroyed. You can also reset all decorations or remove them individually when in the Place Decorations mode. Other players can damage your nest. Stored resources and overall condition will drop with damage. If the condition of the nest is at 0% for too long, it will be destroyed. Sleeping, aka full resting, near the nest will allow you to edit your abilities, provided the nest condition is high enough. Being near the nest will cause you to become well rested, increasing the rate of growth. The game will then prompt you to open your map and view your nest icon, which can also be seen from your minimap. It's a small yellow circle with an egg in the center. The tip about focusing on yourself to find your nest is entirely useless. I'm not even sure why it's in the tutorial in the first place. The focus player button has nothing to do with your nest or where it is. That button, you guessed it, focuses on you, your location, not your nest location. It will only show you where your nest is now because you're standing on it. And I assume you know where you are right now because you placed your nest, but anyhow, I digress. Next, one patch or deposit of each of the nearest resources needed to construct your nest should be highlighted by white footprint markers on your map and HUD. These markers should disappear once you get close enough to them or take a resource from their patch. This is a little buggy right now, and sometimes the necessary resources won't always get marked. To build your nest, you need to deliver the resources shown in your nest menu to your nest until each of their respective bars are full. Remember, the resources needed to construct a nest will vary depending on your species. Once your nest is complete, you'll again be prompted to interact with it. When completed, it will automatically start producing baby slots. These baby slots can be used for both baby and adoption invites. Your offspring can respawn at your nest up to a certain age. You and your offspring will also have certain beneficial status effects while near each other. These include a bonus growth modifier when growing near your parent and a plus 25% damage modifier for the parent when your offspring are nearby. After you finish this section of the tutorial, you'll be able to donate your own food and water to the nest. Remember, these subtract from your own stats, so make sure you have your own source of food and water nearby so you can keep your own stats up. You'll then be prompted to open the family menu. This menu displays your family members and allows you to remove a family member from your family tree or leave the family yourself if you so choose. For the final step in the tutorial, you'll be placing decorations. A whole bunch of new decorations were added this update, which is awesome, but good luck telling them apart because most of them share the exact same names. Hopefully this gets rectified soon. The new decorations range from unrealistic looking lean-to structures to actual bush and grass assets used in the game. If you're just here to have fun and make a pretty nesting site, then go all out. But if you're looking to have the best chance of successfully raising your young, try to maintain a low profile so your nest isn't instantly seen and destroyed. I'd recommend using decorations that match the actual assets of the biome you're in. This will help make your nest blend into the environment and is much less likely to attract rampaging nest destroyers. You can only place decorations in a small radius around your nest, so keep that in mind when selecting a nesting site and choosing which decorations to place. I prefer nesting sites with some pre-existing cover that can help blend your place decorations with already existing foliage. So, how do you spawn at a nest, and what does the hatchling process actually look like? You can receive a baby invite from anywhere in the game while you're playing, even in the dino selection screen. To use your baby invite, click the egg icon on the lower right-hand corner of the screen next to the Enter World button. You'll then be prompted to create a baby of the inviter's species. Create your new baby, and then you're in. If you already have a dino created at any stage of growth, and you still want to become a baby of that species, fear not. You can still accept a baby invite even on adult dinos. If you do so, you'll be prompted to reset your dino. You will lose all of your growth, but you'll still keep marks, unlock decorations, skins, and abilities. You'll have to wait 30 seconds and type in the name of your dino to confirm that you actually want to reset it, so that you can't reset it by accident. Next, watch as your brand new hatchling pops out of its egg and into its new nest. From here on out, you'll be getting the equivalent of the tutorial cave quest, but updated for the outside world. This will get you to Juvie like the tutorial cave quest normally would, but with a twist. You'll actually get even more growth than you previously would have because of the parent growth bonus. Stack this with the referral growth bonus, if of course you've been the referrer or the referee for anyone's account, and you'll be well through your first bar of Juvie for free. It's also important to note that after you hatch, for a few seconds you'll have the just hatch status effect, which makes you completely immune to damage and status effects, so don't worry about being spawn killed right when you pop out of an egg. For adoption invites, the adoptee will need to be actively logged onto the dino they want adopted in order to receive the adoption invite. Once adopted, you'll be provided with a one-time nest waystone, which can be used by sleeping, that will teleport you straight to your parents' nest. Also, once part of the family, if the adoptee player dies, they will respawn at the family nest just like any other hatchling would. I believe nest respawns are only active while the dino is Juvie or below, though. With the tutorial out of the way, here are some other important nesting tips that the tutorial doesn't tell you. When your nest is destroyed by a player, it will remain at 0% construction for a time, and your decorations will stay placed. This gives you a chance to repair it without having to fully start over with decorating. When you leave a server, your nest and all its decorations will despawn. But when you log into a new server, they'll pop back up right where you built them. This means that your nest is a persistent part of the world while you're online. You do not have to rebuild it every time you play. Editor's note: your nest stays active for 2 minutes in the server before disappearing, even after you log out, so be very careful you aren't leaving your nest with hostile creatures around when you log out. I was actually able to log out of my DASP at its nest, switch to my sty, and then run over and hit my DASP's nest before it disappeared. So keep that in mind if you have to log out in a pinch. When inside your nest radius, you receive plus 25% health recovery speed. This effect applies even when your nest is at 0% condition, so you can actually use a freshly placed nest as a mobile passive healing booster. You can place it down after a fight to heal, and then destroy it again when you're done healing. This healing boost stacks with other healing bonuses, like the healing water at Hot Springs, so you can use this to boost your out-of-combat healing to great effect. Egg slots are only taken up by a player with a pending egg invite. Once they use your egg invite and join your family, you'll be able to regenerate and use that egg slot again, allowing you to raise as many young as you'd like. Other players in your group can actually help construct your nest. They can also access its menus, but unfortunately cannot donate their own food and water. You cannot damage your own nest, and neither can your group members. When your nest is being destroyed, you'll get a notification when it drops below 20% of its health. The damage of abilities seems to play no role in nest destruction. Only the number of hits seems to matter, just like versus burrow critters. The faster your dino can attack, the faster you'll destroy a nest. You can place nests on top of trees or high up on rocks. Pretty much anywhere where you can land a hat, you'll be good to place a nest. Here is a screenshot showing the specific nesting material requirements for each dino in the game that a member in my community put together. Feel free to pause and take your own screenshot if you'd like. And finally, you can abandon your nest if you wish. You'll have to wait out a 30-second confirmation timer first, so you don't accidentally delete it. Once abandoned and then replaced, you'll have to start over from square zero with the construction and decoration again. If you've made it this far, I have a special announcement for you. We're planning another growth event livestream for this Friday, October 18th, except this one will also feature nesting. I'll be sending baby and adoption invites to as many of you as I can. We'll be running the same DP, Hot Springs, and Savannah route as last time, alongside all our event quest hosts. Remember to join the Discord if you have any questions or want to sign up as a quest host. Link in the description. Anyhow, as always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I've been your host Conware, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.